Hi everybody, I am Angendra. This is what to play next. We're bringing everything is awesome, and I do mean awesome in gaming. This is one of the best adventure games of all time. It's very
Malcolm the
classic.
Jester is broken free. He now controls the Kyragem, source of all the magic in Kyrandia. Once a favorite of the court, he killed the king and seized the gem. Imprisoned by the royal mystics, Malcolm was held for 18 years. But now the mystic spell has slipped, and vengeful Malcolm enjoys free reign.
Oh my goodness. Now what? So we went through and did a montage to catch you up on the story so far, because there was a lot.
That must be the amulet.
So this is our protect
this is going to be easy.
We love him. He was one of the first to emote. That's kind of their thing.
Hey, Bryn, I got the amulet. Bryn?
The music was incredible.
Bryn! She's gone.
Oh, just stop your dancing, Cramden, and bring me what I asked for. Well, Branson, you still have not given me the quill I need.
What the heck is that?
That is he's the worst villain ever. You kind of want to root for him, and you actually get a chance to in Kyrandia 3. It wasn't wildly popular, because it used this morality scale.
So, you're the hero thrown against me. Were there none to test me better? Or do you believe in old Bryn's lies?
I mean, obviously I believe
Perhaps
all
your
Bryn's lies.
mother should assist you.
My mother is dead, sir. But yours lives. For surely she has dressed you.
Be careful, boy.
Girl.
Do not insult a man with knives.
Please move aside. I seek the cave.
Beware, young fool. My grip may slip.
No bother, sir. You missed the mark.
I do not miss, except at will.
I must return your gift, kind sir.
I leave you now, and dodge your sorrow, but I may not be nice tomorrow.
So as
Now
you interact with
that's
the characters, you actually get the obstacles, which was interesting.
You have my quill. Why did I want it?
You are the Master of Scrolls. Write him one to aid his quest.
Of course. You'll need a magic scroll.
Everybody needs a magic scroll. They used a lot in the way of enchanted items rather than real magic, so that was cool. Definitely different. It was a change of pace from things like Eye of the Beholder, which were
For mystics with no magic left, you all seem to have an awful lot.
Malcolm's hold grows ever stronger, and soon no spells of ours will work. So take the scroll and use it later.
Good. You have the scroll. Next, you'll seek another tool.
Cool.
Another tool?
The fireberry caves were notorious. They included a maze, which was different. Mini games were starting to make their way into
I wonder if
adventure,
Malcolm is in here.
because they put you on a stage, and then the storyline actually has to happen against the backdrop.
Fireberries. Maybe these will help me find my way in the
They
dark.
tried all sorts of stuff, and it just becomes RPG when they do it. So the polygonals had a hard time because they had to keep it in the foreground. So this is really tough, and they tried to zoom down in order to make that function. And it gave a great oil punk feel, but it still eventually dead-ended to where we still have this. Like, this is still the preferred adventure where you can go back and forth, and that's fine. Some of them do like hand-drawn art to hand-drawn art, and then advance with that JRPG type pop-up.
Oh, now that's just
Still
great.
need the mini games. We still need that moment where we really just get the creativity flowing.
Made
and
it. First
solve.
shot.
And then we're
Looks like I'll need to
involved
toss in more rocks.
as a Deus Ex Machina, which is what you're supposed to be as a user.
Made it again.
As the player.
It must need more rocks, though. Yes! This is too easy. Oops.
Brandon was an interesting protag.
I did it! I can get back outside.
He was one of the more successful anti-heroes, where they do everything that a main hero would
What are you doing back here, Burton? You must find
like a
Xanthia and
counterpart.
Fairywood.
I had said previously I'd never seen that done well, but he's actually pretty good. He's pretty clueless. It's cast as the everyday man to appeal to audiences, and it's really not supposed to be. That's a different type of trope, and you'll see that even in literature where anti-heroes are billed as the everyday man. So we meet up with this woman, Xanthia. She's the potion master, so she's the next one after there's Bryn and Darm, who lives with Brandywine, and then we went to find Xanthia. And just as she was about to start making us potions, she disappeared, so we have to solve out the rest of the puzzles here on the board and find out what happened to her, or, proceed on to our ultimate goal. Really just beautiful artwork. They had to do pixel art back then, so the amount of effort that went into these was just incredible.
Nice beach.
So you would find the nice thing about the Kyrandia that was a little
Somebody's
bit different,
rich.
and it's like it went with the music. You would find these areas where clearly you
That's
would solve a
exotic.
puzzle before you found the puzzle.
That's exotic. That's exotic.
I think this was the first game to use MP4s, so that really high, extremely high range, you needed a Sound Blaster Pro 2, I think, in order to use that, so you did actually need an audio card for it. I think the game had an option where you didn't have to. A lot of them really did kind of try to stay true to the fact that people just didn't upgrade their computer very often back then, and they wanted you to still be able to play their game. So it's a major contribution, though. Their soundtrack was absolutely incredible for its time. It was revolutionary. And you find that a lot in indie gaming. When you run into a missed gem or something like that, it's very often because it moves something forward in gaming. And when you see us go ape on something in the indie community, and it just doesn't quite click for you, look to see if it's advancing something in gaming. Mr. Feast and Mr. Howard, Betrayal at Condor and Daggerfall both advance polygonals in open world. And that's really, it was interesting because they used the same engine and they used it in completely
I'd swear
different
some of
ways.
these trees look just like the ones in our backyard.
So they had a rabid following. A lot of it was males. There was a very warlike sort of thing going on there that they definitely did try to appeal to a male audience. So, like I said, a lot of our contributions to Bethesda in general were, just kind of that innocent design sort of one of the things that I asked is they used a lot of what I would have called religious tchotchke, and they said that they had done that deliberately because they wanted to move away from real world and show you that you're in this other world that had nothing to do with our world, and that was their way of doing that. So the trees had roots that reached upwards and so on. I think that was in Arena. In Daggerfall, they smoothed it out a little bit where they kind of caved to the necessity of physics. Even though you did have an endless card. The bottomless card of holding.
Hey, this must be one of Xanthia's toys.
So like I said, you find some place where a puzzle is clearly subsequent. Now we can make potions. Which will be cool. So we have to get to work. Kind of jump up a little bit closer to. She said she was doing her laundry. We just completely disregard that. Just gonna go make some potions. But we have to get back to the cauldron to find the trapdoor. We used to make little maps sometimes. We would get lost in these. I think the Ultimas were pretty notorious for that. They did actually come with an overall map because it was a very large open world for its time. So, but interior to the dungeons and so on. The hints books for Daggerfall and on, I think, had maps of the dungeons. It's kind of necessary.
Rats, I wish I could find one of her cookbooks.
Yeah, you kind of had to guess at this point, which was tough, because it was
This flask is already filled.
What do you even do, you know?
It smells like a strange combination of herbs and spices. This flask is already filled.
Now, she had insisted that we get magic water, and then all of a sudden it just didn't seem important.
It smells like a...
So...
The concoction seems to be only half complete.
Blueberries. What would go with blueberries?
It smells like a...
Maybe yellow.
The concoction seems to be only half complete. A beautiful color, but what is it?
Nobody know, Brandon. Nobody know.
Ooh, that
You could always
tingles.
empty the containers by drinking.
Hey, one of the jewels on my amulet is blue now. A beautiful color, but what is it?
Okay, so that turned red.
Rats, I wish I could find one of her
Doesn't
cookbooks.
help.
It smells like a strange combination of herbs and spices.
Some of this was just putting things together, which is cool, because that is what you do in alchemy, where you just kind of experiment and so on. It never actually evolved into a science, because they were always looking for ways to make things like gold that kings would want, that sort of thing. So it didn't get taken seriously until it became chemistry, and then at that point we used it for medicinal purposes.
Ooh, that tingles. Hey, one of the jewels on my amulet is blue now.
So apparently I needed the holy water in order to light up one of my abilities. This is an interesting way to phrase that. You can go and get
A beautiful color, but what is it? A beautiful color, but what is it?
So the link, if you ever want to play along, is in the description below. It's like nothing bucks on GOG. Really cool game, lots of hours of play, especially because you solve puzzles throughout. But they're very intuitive, so it's hard to get frustrated, and there's, you know, they've been played so often that the walkthroughs are online.
It smells like a strange combination of herbs and spices.
Before they were selling hits books, we would go on the forums and talk to each other. So that's down there. Also down there, Coffee, KO-FI. It is a great community for developers, artists, for beta testers like me, or indie scouts, that sort of thing. And you can fuel us. You can buy us a coffee for $1. So if you want to buy some gamer fuel, you can do that. We also did partner with GamerGrind, which is a gamer coffee company, and they'll let you put your logo on merch. So if you ever want to support our logo, if you're a Pirate Queen, if you love Pirate Queens, or if you want to pick up some coffee at a discount, you can use our handle, ALIERA. We love you guys. We love that you're always along for the ride. So that's a cool way for you to support your own duds, or, you know, if you're stuck at home, just get some gamer coffee. Spice up your day a little bit. Liking, subscribing, commenting, that is always free. So make this chick smile. We'd love to hear from you. So if you ever have feedback on these, that you love them, that you hate them, that you remember them, you know, what you think about, you know, the music or the art, everything like that. We've been in gaming forever, so I absolutely love talking shop with people. It's a little bit easier to scout as a wisp. So regardless of how that's going to go, you know, it was just faster to do it this way. Obviously, we need more spell ingredients. We're clearly short some things. We have
Blueberries.
And so on.
I guess I'll have to wait for my amulet to regain its power.
And then I kind of got stuck, so we did go through and play a little bit behind the scenes, and then we got into the next video. So, really, really beautiful though, and we loved everything about it, so we want to share the whole thing with you. We're doing a full playthrough.
That felt strange.
Oh, I bet you that lets me get the magic chalice. There's this floating magic chalice that I can't get to, so that's going to be it. So, like I said, like, subscribe, comment. We love you guys. We love that you're always along for the ride, and we'll see you in the next video.